Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you stopped by today, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know I love you all. Today I have a fun video for you. I hope you enjoy it. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this decal I printed. I got it from Cricut Design Space. This new tag sign from Dollar Tree. My DecoArt metallic paint in rich espresso and also in worn penny. And then my Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Ivory. So I started off, I took off the tag on there. And I am just measuring out. I measured 5.5 inches down, and then I'm going to draw a line, and then I'm going to measure 2 inches down, which is what I did already, and then draw another line. And then I'm going to use my painter's tape, and I'm going to tape off the area that I don't want to get paint on. And I would suggest if you use these metallic paints on something like this tag, that you might want to paint with the chalk paint first, because I'm going to have some issues here and you'll see in a little bit. But I started off by painting the top part with my worn penny. Again, I absolutely love this color and this color as well. And this is the deep espresso. And I am painting the bottom part with that color as well. So once I was done painting that, I did use my dryer and to dry it, and thought I had it all dry and thought it was all good, but yeah, not so much. So I had taken the tape off, and look it, I was gonna paint the middle part and the tape fell and it just came right off. So I repainted it, and I dried it, and then I covered it with Mod Podge just to keep it from doing that again, because it kept wanting to pull it up. So then I'm just painting the middle part with my Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Ivory. And then once that was all dry, I took my decal here, and I'm just putting hello in the middle there. And then I'm going to put pumpkin. Now I have to tell you, when I was putting this on here, I was really nervous that my transfer tape was going to pull up the paint. I was just, after that experience, I was just kind of nervous that was going to happen. But luckily I just kept doing it. I was being really careful, and the Mod Podge really did help. And so it worked through just fine. So once I had this all on there, it was giving me a little problems there. I'm going to make a bow, and now you'll see a whole bunch of ribbon there. I was going to try and make a different kind of bow, you guys, but this was later in the day when I was doing it, and I was tired and it was not working out, and I was just not in the mood to try and figure it out. So I went back to my usual bow. So as you see there, I make the awareness ribbon, and then I am, because that cream colored bow, the legs was too short, I added some more of it as legs. I hope that makes sense. But the cream lacy bow, I got that at Christmas time at Walmart. I thought it was just beautiful, and I love it. I'm so glad I used it for this project. And then of course the chevron stripe bow or ribbon is from Dollar Tree. So once I had it all put together with the twine and the ends dovetailed, I took one of these pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to take some leaves here that I got last year. I got a whole big package of them from Amazon, and I'm just gluing those leaves in place there, and then I'm going to glue the bow right over them, or above them, I should say. And then I'm going to take this pumpkin, and I'm going to cut it in half with one of my X-Acto knives there. And these are just made out of styrofoam, and they cut really easy. You just have to be careful. There is a small toothpick in the middle of it. I don't know why they have it in there, but they do. So just be careful when you're doing that you don't poke yourself with it. And once I had it cut in half, I'm just using some hot glue. Now be careful, you don't want to put too much hot glue because it will melt that. And then after that, I'm just going to use some more of this lace ribbon for the hanger, and I'm just hot gluing this to the back. Now, I was going to cover the back and I forgot, but that's my intention, is to cover the back of this picture since there's paint on the back of it. And there it is. You have to let me know what you think about it, but I absolutely love those metallic paint colors for fall, and I just absolutely love this picture. Okay, so if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find links to my accounts in my link tree in the description box below. And here is DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Elephant. I'm going to use some of these sticks I got off of Amazon last year as well. These faux leather words that I got from Dollar Tree just recently. Some more of these leaves. And then some material. I think I got both of those at Dollar Tree. And then this towel I got last year at Dollar Tree, and I just loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And then I've got 3 embroidery hoops. 2 of them came from Walmart, 1 from Hobby Lobby. But honestly, the Hobby Lobby one was cheaper. And then some tumbling tower blocks that I had on hand that were already together. So I'm starting off by just removing the 2 hoops that are attached together. I'm just loosening the screw, and then I took them and the thank you word, the leather word, and the tumbling tower blocks, and I painted them all with my gray there. Then I just laid this towel over the biggest hoop and put the top hoop over it, and I'm just tightening it here. And then once it was all done, I trimmed off that excess. And then I did the same thing with the other 2 embroidery hoops and the other 2 pieces of fabric. I just lay them on the inner circle, lay the material on the inner circle, put the top circle on it, tighten it, and trim. Then after that, I took some rope. These are supposed to be pumpkins, and I thought, okay, well, with pumpkins, you know, they do kind of have the ridges. So I'm trying to make some of those like ridges with my braided twine here that I got from Amazon. And I'm not quite sure if I like it with it. I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't have done it, but it looks okay. But this one you can't really see because of the way the other 2 sit in front of it. But I did this on all of them, and I'm just hot gluing them on just like you see there. And then, like I said, I did this on all 3 embroidery hoops. After that, I took the biggest one in that tumbling tower blocks. I think it was like 5 or 6 glued together. And I'm just hot gluing these on. And so once I have them all hot glued on, I then took some leaves and I'm just adding them on the top of each of these hoops. Now I'm doing this a lot, mainly, well, for decoration, but also to cover up the little screw there because I didn't want you to see it. And here, I should have thought this one out a little bit better, and I should have put the wood piece on first and then covered it up with the leaf. But see, you can still see the screw, so I'm adding some more leaves here, and then I'm going to add the wood piece on top of the leaves, which looks kind of funny, but that's okay because we're going to cover it up with this raffia here. So I'm just going to cut up some raffia in different colors and put them on those wood pieces. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. If you enjoyed today's video and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, I'd invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're here or that you're new here. I love to get to know you. And all of you guys may remember to give me that thumbs up today if you enjoy the video and comment, because that lets YouTube know that you like my content and it will push it out for others to see, and I greatly appreciate it. So here is, I got all of these, the raffia colors from, I believe I got them from Dollar Tree. I had these in my stash. I got them last year, and I think I got them all at Dollar Tree. And I'm just hot gluing them on each of the stems there. And then I took these little hay bales that I got at Hobby Lobby just recently, and I am gluing 4 of them on the front, and then I'm going to glue one of these pumpkins on the top. Now the main reason why I did that is because it needed some balance on it because it kept tipping over. But you have to let me know what you think about these little embroidery hoop pumpkins. Okay, celebration of your recreations. I don't have anything for you this week, so make sure if you have some pictures of creations or recreations that you have, send them to me through my email address or through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I will showcase them on here for you. So here's DIY number 3. So with this DIY, I'm going to start off with this placemat I got last year from Dollar Tree. I just thought it was beautiful and I wanted to do something with it other than a pillow. And then this canvas, I want to say it was 8 by 14, I think, or 11 by 14, something like that. And then some foam core board. So I'm taking my canvas here and I'm just tracing it out on the foam core board. And then I took my X-Acto knife here and I am just cutting that piece out, and this is just going to be the back. And then I using my staple remover to remove the staples, and I got down to about 3 or 4 and I thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? So I just took my X-Acto knife and just cut off, made a slit through all of the canvas and just ripped it off because no one's going to see the back and they're not going to see the staples there. So then after I had that all off, I took Sharpie and I positioned the frame right where I want to put it over this placemat, and then I traced it out and cut it out. And then here I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm just putting it all around the back of this placemat. Now the reason why I'm using this glue is because I didn't want to put Mod Podge on that foam board. It would have made it buckle, and you know, hot glue could have burnt it. So I figured that was probably the best bet to use. Then after that, I took some of my Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Ivory and I painted that frame. Then I'm taking my E6000 and I'm just putting it not all over the back of the frame, but on most of the back of the frame. And then I went through the parts that didn't have it and added the hot glue. And then I'm just going to turn it around here and put it on top of our picture. Then I decided I wanted to use some more of this braided twine, and I am just going all around the inside part of that picture and just covering it up. And I think it's just because that placemat is so colorful that I just felt like it needed some neutrals in there to kind of help tone it down a little. And so then I took some more of that twine and I went around there's a little lip on that frame, and I'm just going around that little lip as well. Again, this is just to add detail. If it's something you don't like, if you want to recreate something like this, you can always make it your own. This was just something I just thought really kind of helped add a little detail and just kind of help tone it down a little bit too. And then after that, I took some more of these leaves and I'm just going to hot glue some right in the left hand corner there. And then after I have those on, I am going to also add another one of those pumpkins. And those pumpkins I actually just got from Dollar Tree this year. I loved this green color. I thought it was so pretty. And then the orange that I used on the previous one, it's kind of a lighter orange than the ones that I've had. And so I really liked the colors. So that's why I got them. But believe me, I have plenty of pumpkins in my stash. And then I took some of this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just making a simple shoelace bow, and I'm going to just hot glue it onto that pumpkin. And I think that's all there was on this one. It's pretty easy. I saw this placemat last year and I knew it was too late by the time I saw it to do anything with it, but I really wanted to just do something with it this year. And as you see, I just made a little twine hanger there, and there it is. I really love this. I love that placemat. I just think it's beautiful. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, here's DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I'm going to use 4 of these plastic bowls you get in the party section at Dollar Tree, my Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Pumpkin, and Folk Art wax in the color White. It's the white wax. And then I'm going to use more of these sticks from Amazon, and I don't use this little leaf. I end up using some of the fall leaves instead. So I'm going to start off by painting 2 of those bowls orange and 2 with the dusk blue. I decided I wanted to add another color to it, so I used that dusk blue. That's the new color from Waverly. And I painted them all, and now I'm just going over it with my wax, and then I wipe it off. And I love how this looks. I just think it's just such a pretty color with that wax, and it's just kind of a fun way to make a pumpkin. So then I took some super glue and I go around most of the bowl here, just along the edge, and then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm just going to put the 2 of them together, and I do this on the blue one and on the orange one. And then after that I had some of this, oh yeah, I'm wiping off the excess there. And by the way, don't use your hot heat gun to dry the paint, because I started melting one of my bowls. So I took some of the stems and I'm just hot gluing them onto the top, and then I'm going to add a few leaves to the top of each one. And yeah, then I'm going to add some ribbon around the trim. Now I don't know, it probably didn't need the ribbon. I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to add it, I guess. I like it. I hope you like it. But if you want to recreate this, definitely make it your own. You don't have to add the ribbon if you don't want to. But you could. This is just for inspiration for you of something that you could do that's completely different and out of the normal. So as you can see now, this ribbon I did get from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going around, and it just like fit perfectly. Just the way it just laid really nice. Then I went ahead and made a couple of bows with that same ribbon, and I put them up by the stem, and that is all there was for this one as well. And like I said, I just thought this was such a fun way to make a different kind of pumpkin. I know you're probably getting inundated with all kinds of pumpkin things, and I just thought this would be a fun way to make it a little bit different. So there you go. I'm just going to hot glue that bow on, and I did that with the orange one too. And there they are. You'll have to let me know what you think about them, and if you think this is a fun idea as well. And so I'm going to have the final reveal coming right up. But again, if you're new and you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, and don't forget, you guys, to hit that thumbs up and comment. That helps my channel grow. I don't know if I will have another video this week. I'm going to try and do something. I might have a live. If you would like to see me go live, make a comment in the comment box and let me know, because I'm thinking about doing that, and I think that would be really fun. But I will be back next Monday, and for sure with another video with a collaboration with my friend Ray with One Way Design 238, something like that. So until then, have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.